Are you trying to save your first $20,000? If so, this can really help you. Your first 1,000, your first 10,000, but your first 20,000 for me was such a huge relief, and it gave me such a huge buffer at 18, just having that money and knowing that I can have a little bit more peace and freedom in my mind and in my life. And so I'm going to give you some tips on what I did and what can hopefully help you so you can build that buffer and get out of debt and get to a good place financially. Let's talk about it. All right, so simply the first thing you need to do is earn money. You need to earn money from something, get a job, be able to make money, have an asset. Can you invest in an asset, or do you have parents that could help support you in that? Or do you have friends that you can buy an asset and have that money grow? Or do you just trade your time for money and start or offer a service and create something? So you can get really creative with how you earn money, whether you get a job where you trade your time for money, whether you create your own job. It's all dependent on your choice and what you want to do with your life and with your time. You could create a course, you could create a product, you could create a service. It's totally up to you, but find a way to earn money so that you could do something with it. All right, so second, after you earn money or you have money coming in from somewhere, you have to pay yourself first. You have to put the money in. And so if you're young and you live with your parents, then great. Or if you're older and you live with your parents, great as well. Or if you have roommates. And so find ways to reduce your income, and maybe that's why starting young is so awesome, and maybe you don't have as many expenses, or when you're living with other people and you can share the responsibilities for the costs, and so you do have a little bit of extra money coming in. The more money you can put away at first, the faster you're going to get there. And so part of it in the first $100,000, it just takes time. Even if you make a good income or you have more money coming in, it can take time. And so that's one thing to think about. Like, maybe how can you earn more? And like, how can you be maybe an entrepreneur or create a business where you're able to make more money faster, or get a higher income job and then maybe live with roommates or live with your parents for a little bit so that you have more money to put away. So it's figuring out how can you pay yourself first to put more money away. You need more time to do that, but you also just need to pour a lot of that money in initially. If you are younger, I do have a video on my channel on how I saved $20,000 by the time I was 18, but some of the little tricks that I used were even birthday money or things of that nature. I invested in myself and put back into myself. And so any money that you get in, and even if it is a birthday check or something, that is a blessing to be able to get that. And so putting it towards your future can be something that helps you. And that's something I'm going to teach my kids, is talking about the beauty of enjoying the now, but also being able to prepare for the future and investing in yourself and in your life and what you want in the long run. If you want to take it up a notch, you can invest in a high yield savings account. So I did not do this, but now knowing this, I would have done that because it would have at least made my money work a little bit more. I would also consider, honestly, just putting it in an investment account. And so starting to invest your money. And so, yes, you can lose your money a little bit. So it depends on what you actually want to do with your money. Are you trying to save up for a house? Are you just trying to have that buffer? Or are you trying to get to $100,000? What are you trying to do? But you want your money to work for you. And so if you want to deploy that money or invest it back into your business or invest back into something, then that's going to help you make more money. Then I would definitely recommend doing that. Or, hey, you save $5,000 and now it costs $5,000 to learn a skill that can make you $100,000. Invest that money in yourself. That could be a really helpful thing as well, because really a lot of it is, hey, do I make money? And then how much do I keep? That's really what it is. And can I grow it? So the money you're making, how much you're paying yourself and keeping, and or allowing it to grow. So maybe you don't keep it, but you keep it for yourself by putting it in an asset or having it grow for you in a certain way. So that's really a lot of the equation. And so there's a lot of ways to do that. And how can you speed it up will help you get there faster. The more you can make, the faster you'll get there. I mentioned this just a little bit ago, but taking advantage of being young or living with your parents or living with roommates, like how can you reduce your expenses, right? Because you need to be able to figure out how can you increase the amount of money you're making so that you can pay yourself first and make that money faster, invest it. But how can you reduce your the expenses that you have? And so if you are making $20,000 a month, but then you have to spend $10,000, then it's going to take you more time to get there. Or if you are only making $1,000 and you have $800 a month worth of expenses, then you're going to only have $200 to put aside. And so that's where really increasing that income can really help. So finding ways to reduce your expenses. So go look into your expenses. What are you spending money on? Is it a want? Is it a need? How can you combine with other people and move in with roommates or move in with family or do something to reduce your expenses for a little bit so you can build up that buffer for yourself? Another part of this is figuring out how you can provide value. So find a solution if you are going the entrepreneurship route, or if you are trying to get a regular job and you want to learn a skill. What is a high value skill that is in demand that people will pay for, right? I didn't really think about that growing up. I have no idea why. I didn't really think about it, but what is a high value skill? What can make you more money faster? And what also do people need? What will they pay for? What will they pay more money for? Who will pay more money as well? Rich people can pay more money for the same service as somebody else, as long as you provide a good service. And so think about some of these little nuances that can help you to come up with different ideas to make more money faster. And lastly, going back to the investing. And so if you are investing, invest in a low cost index fund or something to that nature. I know I heard about people said, invest when I was younger, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to invest in, but invest in a low cost index fund, a target date index fund, something to that nature, the S&P 500. And then your money is making at least 7 to 10% over time. And so it's growing, it's working. Or maybe you are able to invest in real estate. I know I have some opportunities to invest in real estate potentially. And it can make you 100% of your money back in 5 years. And so yes, that's 5 years. It takes time, but look at different opportunities. There's opportunities all around. So really start working on your mindset too, to say, hey, there's a lot of ways to make money, and be careful who you're hanging around, because the people you're hanging around, they might not know how to make more money. So go find the people that know how to make more money who could help you. All right, those were a few tips on how to make your first $20,000. It's really about increasing your income. And so how can you do that? And then how can you save enough or pay yourself enough and then get your money working, right? So I could have made a lot of money and then saved it, but then if I didn't invest it or make my money work, it would have taken me a lot longer, which it did. So I hope this video was helpful and get your brain thinking a little bit. Let me know in the comments below what you plan to do. If you have any questions, I'm happy to help you. Feel free to like and subscribe for more on improving yourself, improving your finances, and being the person you're meant to be and living the life you're meant to live and capable of living in this world. Thanks so much for being here. You've got this, and I'll see you in the next one. Good luck on your next 20. Bye, guys.